5 years and a $10,000 fine or 3 times the value. You know what? Let me tell you something. You got a happy mouth. Now I'm talking and you just cutting me off. Do you understand how this process works?
Oh, yes. Come on. This is not slavery. I'm not the one, I am not the one. I don't even have a license plate. What's your license plate?
First of all, I don't know who you think you're talking to. I don't have to answer you, and I don't answer to you. And I'm not going to start.
This man is facing felony retail fraud, and his very first move in court is argue with the judge about whether he even has to answer to her. He's staring down 5 years in prison and a $10,000 fine, but instead of focusing on his arraignment, he starts lecturing the court about slavery and claiming the system doesn't apply to him to make things even more confusing. He can't decide if he wants a lawyer or if he wants to represent himself. And honestly, that already tells you exactly how this hearing is about to go. If you were facing 5 years behind bars, would you really tell the judge you don't answer to her? Let's dive in.
25S00791. FY, people say the Michigan versus Timothy Dance.
Secretary on behalf of people.
Illinois, 87146, standing in for the attorney of record, Gonzalez, and appearing on behalf of Mr. Dansby, who stands to my right. Mr. Dansby, can you please state the name for the record?
My name is Timothy Dansby, and I'm about to represent myself and take counsel as an assistant. You know, I don't know who this being there. I never signed for no representation of counsel, so.
Okay, you don't want a lawyer? You don't have to have one.
I'm gonna need somebody because apparently I can't get a hold of no paperwork I haven't received my discovery back.
Well, that's what we got lawyers for, sir.
To the count machine to get to the lawyer very well to the county. So it's apparently hard. So I'm gonna need some type of system.
Okay, well that's what we got for you. Okay.
I'm gonna represent myself.
Well, we don't have standby lawyers. So either you want a lawyer or you do not.
So first is I wanna go ahead on with the preliminary.
Okay, well, first of all, you're charged with retail fraud first degree. Now, first degree retail fraud is a felony charge. So the maximum penalty on this charge.
I believe it's 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years and a $10,000 fine or 3 times the value. You know what? Let me tell you something. You got a happy mouth.
I got a mouth because I got a brain to go with you.
You can have but you're disrespecting me.
I'm sorry.
Now I'm talking and you just cutting me off. If nobody said you don't have a brain or anything, you just need to stop talking.
He says he wants to represent himself, but at the same time he's asking for a lawyer because he can't get the paperwork he believes he's entitled to. And honestly, that right there is exactly why representing yourself is usually a bad idea. It's like saying you'll perform your own surgery, but still expect a doctor to guide your hands. You either trust a professional or you don't. You can't keep switching back and forth every few minutes. The judge can clearly see that he doesn't understand the basic court process. Confidence without knowledge can be incredibly dangerous in a courtroom. Here he is arguing about discovery during an arraignment, almost like he thinks he's in a TV courtroom drama. But this isn't some episode of a legal show. This is real life, and the court process moves step by step.
You have a right to have a preliminary examination on this charge within 21 days of your arraignment date and within 7 days of today's probable cause date. So, preliminary examination is the probable cause hearing where the prosecution puts on evidence to show probable cause to believe that this crime of retail fraud first degree was committed and that you were likely the one to commit it. And if in fact we have that hearing and they meet that burden, I'm going to send this over to circuit court for trial. If they don't meet their burden of proof, then of course this could be dismissed at this level. So, you understand all that? Now, you don't have the discovery because I'm sure your lawyer probably doesn't have it either. Does Mr. Gonick have discovery?
Yesterday, we received paper discovery late yesterday. It will be sent to Mr. Dansby today, and have not received any audiovisual discovery from my understanding.
I like to be honest, if you don't mind. About the motion, you know what I'm saying, for the fact that I haven't been denied, you know what I'm saying, and it's happening about it, you know what I'm saying, and the prosecutor was conduct, we see why the government change, even though
Okay, that's a lot of talking. Where's the prosecutor? Where's the prosecutorial misconduct?
Well, I should have had my discovery, dog.
Sir.
Yeah.
Do you understand how this process works? Well, no, you shouldn't have had your discovery because this is the first hearing.
So, the first year, I don't prepare anything if I don't have any paper.
First of all, there is no preparing of anything just yet. Just yet.
I'm
Because
supposed to just stand here and just like, oh, yes, come on, this is not slavery. I'm not the one, I am not the one. I don't care nothing about the United States. First of all,
apparently not.
court.
You must not care too much about anything, sir. Okay.
I don't even have a license. What's your license number?
First of all, I don't know who you think you're talking to, but do you want to spend an extra 30 days? No, you don't care. That's why you're here charged with something.
What is your license number?
I don't have to answer you, and I don't answer to you, and I'm not gonna start now. You need to settle down. You need to settle down. Okay, take him out of here, please. That's okay.
Wow. Bringing up slavery during a retail fraud case is just completely out of left field. That's not a legal defense here. It's really just a distraction. And when the judge basically says, you must not care about anything, that's courtroom language for you're making the situation much worse for yourself. You don't solve a shoplifting charge by rejecting the entire legal system. And honestly, what is he thinking? A courtroom isn't the place for a history lecture. The situation is actually pretty simple. Answer the questions and let the process move forward. But instead, he's trying to turn his arraignment into some kind of debate. And once someone decides the law doesn't apply to them,
we're going to adjourn this, and I'm going to waive the 21-day, 7-day rule for this discovery. Yeah, welcome to Friday. All right, so we'll give you, what do you think? You could just need video?
Understanding, yes.
Okay. So we'll give like a couple weeks to do it.
Yes.
And he's going to want to see it. So you're probably going to need to have him take a laptop over there to the jail and take his license to practice law to him. Okay. All right. So the next probable cause conference on this charge is going to be.
All right. I just, to make a record as regards to that discovery, I do have paper discovery, which Sister Counsel has noted that has been tendered already. I do not have does not appear that I have audiovisual discovery in my possession, but I will seek it should it exist.
Okay. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, there's not much we can do. But we'll see if it does, and we'll come back on.
Court's available August 25th at 9:30.
August 25th at 9:30. And hopefully your client will have had a chance to review everything, and we'll be a little more settled down.
Mr. Dominic will be in trial in the William County Court. I make that paperwork for myself, but if you're wanting Mr. Dominic to be here.
Well, we're not holding an exam on that date, so you'll be able to tell us if you want one or waive it. If you think you can handle him, I'm happy to have you come back. If you think Mr. Gonick should handle him, then we'll give you a new date. It's up to you.
I would say in this instance that I would feel more comfortable if Mr. Gonick just handled his own.
Well, you know what? You got to cut your teeth somehow. We've all had this.
Just don't
ask Miss Gracie. Okay. Ask Mr. Puda. We've all dealt with difficult clients.
We got this Gracie right. And he's an expert in us.
I've had my share over the years when I was licensed to practice law. So, by his standards, I'm not licensed. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 25th at 9:30 will be good. His bond will be continued. And just have Mr. Gonick visit him and talk to him, and hopefully he'll be a little more settled down. Okay.
Judge gave him multiple chances to calm down and cooperate. She warned him about the possibility of additional jail time and repeatedly told him to settle down. But instead of taking the hint, he just kept talking and arguing. There's a huge difference between knowing your rights and completely misunderstanding them. When you're facing up to 5 years in prison, that's definitely not the time to start experimenting with what people call YouTube law school. Honestly, would you ever represent yourself in a felony case? I can't imagine doing that. Maybe under some really bad circumstances, but otherwise, no way. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe.